Alright, cool. So picking up right where we left off. I don't think I actually rested. It doesn't matter. We're gonna go fight our very first general. I got the shuriken wheel. Not gonna need that for this guy, but we'll switch over to it soon. Yeah, let's get him from the air. Bam. And so it begins. Just fuck your posture. Yep, you can basically you can't exactly just R1 spam him because eventually he'll poke you. But for the most part, it's a safe and easy fight. We're gonna move on. This area is not super lucrative. There's really no reason to do the whole exploration of it, but I do like kind of poking guys early in the game for bits and pieces of Zen and maybe just a sense of early game progression and practice against some bigger enemies, or for fighting some bigger enemies. I do worry about the marksman. We're gonna get on him right away. If you're quick and you just move directly at him though, they typically have a pretty difficult time actually responding to your attacks. Oh, come on. Who saw? Oh, I forgot those items in here. That's not good at all. Alright, guys. One. And oof. Wow, that was terrifying. And let's yeah, let's focus our fire on the dude we want to kill. Then probably GTFO, I would say. Not worth such an early death. Well, that's a bit disappointing. Normally those guys aren't as problematic. Thanks, old lady. Now I can go to Hirada Estates. Oh. Actually, is there anything else around here? Or what the shit? Oh yeah. You know, the combat art that you can get fairly early in the shinobi tree that allows you to... Oh, there is stuff in here. I'd forgotten there's a way in. Yeah, the combat art in the shinobi tree that allows you to heal whenever you use the death blows. Absolutely worth working your way all the way there. You can go straight through the front door. I'll have to remember that. Probably a bit faster. Although it might look like it from this, you know, what I'm doing right now, I really don't typically speed through areas. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm more slow, methodical most of the time. A little bit more stealthy. This time I'm kind of racing through a lot of what's going on. There's not I guess a particular reason for that, except that I just, you know, early game. Honestly, what I'm doing right now is a little bit reckless. Oof. Yeah, more than a little bit reckless. If that cannon hits me, I'm toast. And I don't quite remember. There it is. Fly, you fool. Alright, I think I'm safe. And let's move on. I say I think I'm safe. That's when they get you. What the shit? Who are you shooting at? I didn't do it. Leave me alone. Oh, well, I guess I did do it. Leave me alone anyway. So slow, but I'm so cautious. Too close to dead right now. Ah, I hate this part. Oh, there it is! Ooh, I do have that tiny sliver of health. You don't even need to sprint at it. That's probably detrimental, if anything. And by just the skin of my teeth, I make it from one bonfire to the next. Idle. It's gonna take me a while to start using the right vernacular for this. That's okay. Now I could start poking my way at Chained Ogre. There's a couple things I could do here, but actually what I like doing this early, I don't want to fight a boss that is as tough as Chained Ogre is before I have to. Actually, there's really nothing for me to buy from him until a bit later, so move on. Yeah, I think that it fog walls the backside of Chained Ogre. Let's find out. I'm not gonna make an attempt at him right now though. Yeah, it fog walls that. So that'll stop progression for right now, but that's okay. I have the Hirada estate open, and I'm gonna go there before I take on the Chained Ogre, so don't worry, we'll be back. And I've got a neat trick for fighting him. I'd say two neat tricks that I think are really big game changers when it comes to challenging him. It would be difficult to die against him if you used them, those tricks effectively. So she's gonna get a Gourd Seed, and that'll upgrade my ability to not die. Now, since we have the charm, we'll introduce ourselves to the sculptor. Okay, nothing special. I'm gonna work my way through the questions. We'll get the shuriken on, and then we'll go to Hirata, which is actually one of my favorite areas of the game. Already the Shinobi esoteric text. Yeah, the Hirata State's one of my favorite areas. There's a reason why Ninja Gaiden has a lot of fire and, you know, burning Asian castles, and the conflict, I think, between the what I see as kind of a peaceful architectural style and a harmonic style conflicted with the backdrop of the fire and devastation. It just makes for a very visually stunning presentation. But here we are at Hirata. We're gonna poke around here for a bit, get some treasure carp, and there we go. Kind of skipped a step there, but that's all right. Whatever. Scale. Boom. Yeah. Oh, actually, the oil is a pretty big deal. There's one. So one of the treasure cart merchants, the barrel guys, is Oh, I got it! Normally I don't get that one, actually. This is one of the merchants. I know there's a couple of them in the game. I think that might actually be the first time I've ever hit the underwater one. I think there was probably a way that you're supposed to be able to go underwater later in the game. Reduces burn buildup, but I never really encountered a situation where that's a big deal. And I have always wanted to try this floating passage, so I think we're going to save up for it. But, you know, I've found a few different enemies underwater in the game, like this guy. There's no way I'm going to reach that. Maybe I'll wait and see if he gets closer to the surface. Oh, it looks like he is. Hard to say. Oh, come on. I'm actually determined to get him, but not right now. I might do that in some farming that I do off screen another time. These guys, I could do some sneaking up on them, but honestly, they're not a big enough threat for me to be worried about it. Interesting. I've never seen a dog survive any attack. That means that your aerial swing is less powerful than a shuriken is. And I heard another one. There he is. Oh, I got my first spirit emblem. That actually, besides one of the bosses, but for the regular enemies, that's one of my favorite death animations. Just the dogs. Just kind of sad, because, you know, the puppies. But it is so satisfying. Sorry, dudes. Yeah, you don't have any reinforcements now. Oh, but apparently I'm just gonna whip right past you. The early game not too significant. And I realize I haven't really very thoroughly ever explored this area, but when I'm recording I feel a little bit on the clock and I don't want to spend a ton of time just running around. So I'm still not injured, so I don't think we're gonna rest. Actually, yeah, fuck these guys. We're just gonna run right through. Oh, he shoots directly through him. Oh, that was a terrible idea all around, but we're gonna roll with it. Not especially difficult enemies, so a risky fight. But every little bit counts. I think I'm gonna prioritize just opening this door if I can. And yeah, we're gonna go straight for unlocking the door and hit the idol up. Oop, okay. Oh, that's right. I actually have not yet equipped the shuriken. It's not a good idea. Let's move on. I'll come back for all these guys. Nah, I can't justify that. They're gonna die. Yeah, you're undoubtedly going to hear me mention it a few times early on, but needing to practice the ability to talk while I play is something that is going to make these a lot more interesting to watch. Oof, nice close-up of his face as he went down. And with 2 skill points, we're not doing too bad on that front. I think when we... Oh, there's the, what the shit? It's the year of the rooster. Speaking of which... That's a... Oh my god, no way! To fucking roosters? That would be outrageous. I'd be so disappointed. That's a dead end. Oh, it's actually a little bit terrifying being chased by them. Oh, they're willing to go pretty far. Oh, I'm pretty stuck. I hope that the iframes are on my side. I'm not willing to find out, honestly. Alright, for the first time, a bonfire. Now, there's not a whole lot to spend money on early in the game, and I'm partial to just totally stocking up on these most of the time. But this time I'm not going to do that. I'm going to see, you know, I'm going to see how far I get or how well I do, and there are things that I'm going to want to buy. And since this is a good attempt at not dying, or at least for as long as possible, I'd really prefer, I mean, I'm not at risk of losing half my send because that's kind of a fail condition overall anyways. So we're just going to move on and hope for the best. Unbelievably, that guy didn't notice me. I think archers would be a little bit more eagle-eyed, but I guess not. Well, there goes that. And there goes that. There's some people in this village, if you talk to all of them, one of them is going to give you a antidote, but honestly I don't care. That's unfortunate. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Well, that didn't go quite as planned, but we're gonna press on. Oof, I just can't catch a break right now. What the shit? And now we're fleeing for our lives. Oof, that was pretty scary. I mean, I know that the first resurrection is not a big deal, but it would be nice to put that off for as long as possible. Someday maybe I'll do an absolute no-death run, including resurrection, but today is not that day. That's a much better start. Oh, damn. Oof. That's a lot of damage. Alright, dickhead. These guys are pissing me off. That was close. And my third skill point comes in, along with a couple of hundred sen. Nice. All in all, that wasn't catastrophically bad, although could have gotten a lot better. And we walk away with both the axe and the flame barrel. Put this drunkard out of his misery. I really feel like the requirement to do the wind suction bullshit thing, they dedicated an entire button to that, and not only is that a horrible waste, I think, but it's also just really obnoxious to have to go through that extra step to get your items, and every once in a while I'll forget to do it for a while, or forget that I stopped doing it for a while, and that's always really annoying, really disappointing to go through an entire area and realize you haven't collected any progress for it. Anyway, just a last minute grab. I heard from somebody, and I don't know if this is true, but I heard from somebody that the Hirada estate was the only time in the game, or the only enemies that you can reliably farm oil from. And oil is pretty common there, at least, but it's something you can use quite a bit throughout the game to make fire more effective. So hitting people with a flame barrel, or there's a couple of other fire type attacks from the prosthetic tool later. And there we go. Prosthetic esoteric test. Oh, you know, it just occurred to me that I still have not spent any of my shinobi, or my skill points on the shinobi side. So I think we're going to go ahead and do that. Although I do want to go a bit deeper in the prosthetic arts tree, and this is Nightjar Slash. I've always really wanted to try that out. But having the Mikiri counter, having mid-air deflection, having the enhanced stealth capabilities, and then of course working my way up towards the... This is a 5er, gives you healing from death blows. There's just so much really good stuff in the shinobi tree. And the bad stuff, I'm looking at you, really doesn't get in the way too much. So... wait, what did I just unlock? The Mikiri counter, okay. Yeah, definitely going to be making less use of that in this playthrough, I think, just on account of the fact that I'm... I don't know, maybe it'd be better if I got good at it. But I'm always worried that I'm actually just going to dodge directly into an enemy and hurt myself, and that's the fun. So, we did a little bit of upkeep task. Now we're going to go through a big chunk of the Hirata estate, and I feel like this is a good time to swap out the video. So we're at the estate path bonfire, idle, and I'm just going to stop and start again.